Drax Hall in Barbados has become a battleground between Prime Minister Mia Mottley's administration and advocates for reparations. I'm Kalilah, Reynolds, founder and CEO of Money Media. We make business and finance easy to understand. So to really understand this story, you'll need a bit of background. The Drax Hall plantation in St. George's, Barbados has been one of the main talking points in Barbados' fight for reparations for a while now. The 617 acres of land are owned by a UK Member of Parliament, Sir Richard Drax, who inherited the land from his father. The Drax's ownership of the land dates back to slavery days in the 1700s when it was used as a sugar plantation. According to historians, Drax Hall was a killing field of enslaved Africans who were brought to the island. The Drax family also owned a plantation in Jamaica, Drax Hall in St. Anne, which is now a rapidly developing tourist area. That land was sold in the 18th century. The Draxes also reportedly owned at least 2 ships that brought enslaved Africans to the Caribbean. Now, it's no secret that Barbados wants Richard Drax to pay for his ancestors' crimes. Richard Drax is one of the UK's wealthiest MPs. He's reportedly worth around 150 million British pounds. That's about 380 million Bajan dollars, or almost 10% of the island's entire national budget for the year. One of the main calls by reparations advocates is for Drax to hand over part or all of the land to the government of Barbados as compensation. Enter Barbados' Tenant's Freehold Purchase Act, established in 1980. Now, this law allows tenants and residents of plantation tenantries the right to purchase the land that they occupied. According to the law, the purchase price for the land will be governed by public policy and the Constitution. So earlier this year, the government decided to compulsorily acquire 50 acres of the 617-acre plantation. Compulsory acquisition is the power of governments to acquire private land rights for a public purpose without the willing consent of the landowner. The government signaled that they would use the land to develop homes for low-income earners. So in that case, they didn't need Drax to agree to sell or give back the land. They could just take it. The only thing is, the government announced that they were going to pay Drax 7.5 million Barbados dollars, or about 3 million British pounds, for the 50 acres. And of course, this sparked widespread backlash, because how are you going to use taxpayers' dollars to compensate the same man we're trying to get reparations from? Well, Prime Minister Mia Mottley tried to explain that the payment has nothing to do with the reparations talk.
Barbados is a country that is governed by the rule of law. We have never made it a habit, or nor am I aware of any example where we have expropriated people's land. When people have land that is a subject of compulsory acquisition, by law we are due to pay for it. At the same time, that does not preclude us from going aggressively to be able to pursue, both through our advocacy and, as we are seeking to do in recent times, through the preparation of what are our legal options with respect to being able to take action not only against the owners of Drax Plantation, but also against all others who have contributed to the condition of this country being, regrettably, one of the worst examples of modern racism in the Americas.
But Bajans are still not happy. The backlash has prompted the government to pause the land acquisition so that more public discussions can be done, and that's the bottom line. Now, I want to hear from all my Caribbean viewers, especially my Bajans. How do you feel about what's happening in Drax Hall? Did the PM make the right decision in pausing the acquisition? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to my newsletter for money news like this straight to your inbox. Click the link up here or in the description. Let's get this reparations money.
Let's get this money.